Chelsea host Barcelona in a decisive Champions League clash, desperately needing to climb the table. But on the other side stands a familiar face, someone who has always treated the Blues as a favorite target, and that completely changes the mood of the match. Chelsea came in under pressure. No Cole Palmer, needing a win. And facing a star-studded Barca, Rafinha, Lewandowski, Yamal, Fermin, Lopez. That alone feels like a nightmare. But none of those names terrify Stamford Bridge as much as Marcus Rashford. He's faced Chelsea 21 times in his career, with 6 goals and 5 assists. He simply enjoys this matchup. His last 2 goals against the Blues came in 2019-20, including that absurd free kick, one of the best of the decade. Every Chelsea fan remembers that pain, and now he's back. Not as a Manchester United player, nor as the guy who shined on loan at Aston Villa, but as a Barcelona signing in one of the best stretches of his recent career. 6 goals and 9 assists in 16 matches. His 11 total goal contributions put him level with Newcastle United, one of his other favorite opponents. Rashford's lethal record against Chelsea is certainly a major advantage for Barcelona, as they look to overcome these difficult circumstances, while the entire media focuses on Lamine Yamal. While all eyes turn to Lewandowski, the silent threat is Rashford direct. Explosive, underrated. Malo Gusto, Reece James, Pedro Neto. They'll all have their hands full, trying to contain a player who doesn't need much to decide a match. One quick dribble, one burst of pace, one curled shot from outside the box, and it's over. He's done it before. Against this same opponent, Rashford knows exactly what it means to face an English rival, and he knows how to exploit this type of game. He can easily repeat what he did to Newcastle recently if he finds pockets of space between the lines, inside or outside the box. For Chelsea, the margin for error is tiny. They need to control Yamal, contain Lewandowski, stay disciplined without Palmer. But above all, they need to stop Rashford from breathing anywhere near the box, because he's exactly the kind of forward who makes Stamford Bridge fall silent. That's why Hansi Flick is so pleased with him, something he's made very clear to the press. According to manager Hansi Flick, Marcus Rashford has not only adapted to Barcelona, he has been reborn. The German coach says the forward is thriving in the Catalan atmosphere, fitting beautifully into the new tactical approach since arriving on loan from Manchester United. He's now one of the team's most lethal weapons. Just a year ago, he was living through one of his most turbulent moments at Manchester United. Under Ruben Amorim, Rashford never found his rhythm, saw his role shrink, and eventually was left out of matchday squads. The frustration only grew when United lost at home to Everton, despite the visitors being down to 10 men, worsening the internal crisis. That's when Rashford realized he needed a fresh start, and finally made an old dream come true, wearing the Barcelona shirt. Now, according to Flick, Rashford has found exactly what he was missing in England: a welcoming environment, a clear tactical structure, and full confidence from the staff. Flick says Barcelona created the perfect conditions for the Englishman to flourish again, a drastic contrast to the pressure and treatment he was receiving in Manchester. Flick also confirmed that Rashford has fully recovered from a recent illness and is ready to face Chelsea. And given his current form, no one in London will be ignoring that threat. "I'm very happy for Marcus," Flick said. "He's recovered from a cold, and he's doing well. I'll decide whether he starts or comes on later in the match. But I'm happy to have him in the team." Playing for Barca, I've followed his career throughout my own time, and I've always been impressed by his quality and what he's capable of inside the box. And he's showing that at Barcelona. This move for him to a new style of football in Barcelona with the wonderful weather makes a big difference. For me, it's amazing to see how he's always smiling. That's the atmosphere we have here, and it's very good for him. Flick also found himself having to defend Barcelona amid the recent injury issues to Rafinha, Lamine Yamal Gavi, and Alejandro Baldi. I don't read much, but I did read about the injuries that were reported, Flick added. What I can say is that I'm not angry with our medical staff. We have a fantastic team with a lot of experience. Regarding Rafinha, in this situation, we made mistakes, all of us, but that's normal. It's human. Even so, we trust every member of our staff. The rest is just noise. Step by step with Rafa. For me, the important thing is that he's back. We'll decide later how many minutes he'll play and how long he'll stay on the field. He's had 2 injuries, which isn't ideal at this stage, so we'll be careful. I'm very happy he's back because as soon as he played on Saturday, you could see the difference. His energy, the spaces he created. I'm just very happy to have him available again. Chelsea is one of Rashford's favorite opponents, along with a few other clubs. Unfortunately for him, with Ferran Torres and Robert Lewandowski in great form, Rashford may have to start on the bench and come on later as a substitute. If Chelsea manages to stop Rashford, their chances of winning go up. But if they make even one mistake, just one, the Englishman could turn the night into yet another chapter in his long history of tormenting the Blues. Tonight, Stamford Bridge isn't just facing Barcelona. It's facing its greatest modern nemesis. Marcus Rashford is back, and he knows exactly what to do. Chelsea defender Marc Cucurella spoke about the matchup with Lamine Yamal. He said, "It's true that sometimes we can't know everything, but I try to prepare as best as I can. I know him a bit, and obviously, I have my team's support. I hope we have a great game." He's a very special player. He needs to go through these experiences because he's so young. In the end, he's playing at a very high level. He's a great player. It's going to be a tough match. Cucurella also expressed his admiration for another Barcelona star, Pedri. Pedri is the player who surprised me the most. Last year and the start of this season were incredible. You can see he's a different kind of player. It's a shame about the injury. He always wants the ball. He never loses it. A team like Barca, who always presses you, is missing a key piece without him. If Pedri doesn't play, another great player will. Barca may not have controlled every match this year, but they're doing well. It'll be a good battle with Lamine. We'll try our best to stop Lamine or Rashford. When the draw came out, everyone was talking about it. We're excited for the match. The key will be taking the ball away from them. They want to dominate and stay close to the box. We have to win the duels and the individual battles. As Chelsea prepares for one of its biggest European nights of the season, Enzo Maresca adopted a notably respectful tone when speaking about Hansi Flick's Barcelona. It's an important week. But at the end of this week, we have another important week. Every game matters. Of course, Barcelona and Arsenal are important for different reasons, and we're ready. Flick's Barca looks spectacular to me. Every time I watch them play, I learn something. Last year, they won La Liga and reached the Champions League semi-finals. They do many things well, and they're a team that always wants to take the initiative. We'll try to do the same. He went on to express his disappointment at not being able to face one of Barcelona's best midfielders, admitting that Pedri's absence is a loss for football as a whole, not just a loss for Barcelona, but for the sport because his quality is incredible. I decided to become a coach because of Guardiola's Barca. No one compares to Pep's Barcelona. They changed football in Spain, with every team trying to play that way. Pep went to Germany, and the national team improved. He came to England, and some teams also wanted to play like him, and the national team grew too. No one compares to him. The Chelsea manager also took the opportunity to speak about people with ties to Barcelona. One of the most talked about topics was Estevão, Brazilian winger who was once a Barcelona target before joining Chelsea. Sharing his view, Maresca said the young attacker is playing at a high level and expressed optimism about his development within the squad. Who do you think will win this match? Leave your thoughts below.